Hi all, welcome to this new lecture of our course in which we are going to talk about location layouts. Location preparation process mainly depends on the layouts of the rig equipment. The factors in which the dimension of a drilling site depend include the type of rig or mast. It must be possible to rig up on site. The layout of the drilling equipment, the size of the waste bed, the amount of storage space required for materials and equipment, plus the maneuvering area required by the transport and handling equipment, the number and type of wells to be drilled on the site. Rig layout should be made by the contractor and it should include the following: length and width of the drilling rig site, length and width of the main camp, length and width of the mast system, length, width and depth of the cellar, the dimension and position of rat hole and mouse hole with respect to the well center, position of the cellar relative to mud system for proper alignment of flow line, position of mud pumps relative to mud system for proper alignment for mud pump slab. All of these details should be provided by the drilling contractor and reviewed by the department concerned with the civil work. The contractor should provide the company with the minimum dimension of the selected area. We have an example here for a small rig rated for 1000 horsepower. Let's discuss everything in details. The rig layout should be something like this. The dimensions of everything should be included, but I removed them so the image can be clear. This is a base drawing. You can consider it 0.00. Everything is aligned around the subbase, and every single dimension should be relative to the well. This makes putting proper spacing for the equipment easier. This is the carrier which carries the mast. A concrete slab is required to support the mast loads and provides stability during hoisting heavy loads. These are comm unit and control lines. They should be kept enough distance away from the well bore to make sure they are safe and accessible during well control situations. This is the mast system. It should be aligned with the flow line coming from the subbase. Enough distance has to be kept from the waste bed to avoid the collapse of the bed walls due to high loads of the mast system. These are mud pumps. A concrete slab is required to support the mud pumps load and absorb the heavy vibrations of mud pumps, which helps in keeping mud pumps aligned to the mud system at all times. These are powerhouse and diesel tank. These are tubular baskets. They are built around the location as a barricade, preventing anyone from entering the location except from the entrance. Finally, these are rig site camp and workshops. They should be built enough distance away from the subbase. The distance should be at least equal to the maximum height of the mast. Before starting rig move operations to the new location, all of the previous specs shall be verified by both of the company man and contractor representative with the civil engineer. Different rigs have different layouts, but this is a very simple layout that we are going to use in the next lecture in order to learn how to spot the equipment on the real location. This is all for now. See you in the next lecture.